Hello, welcome to Comenculo Chanel. However, in Tudor's modern history, the most important chronograph has to be the Black Bay Chrono. When it was first presented in 2017, the watch made some noise due to multiple factors. An important element was the movement, which was not sourced from ETA but from bridling, as a result of an industrial alliance where Tudor would get B01 movements from Breitling and in exchange Chrono, partially owned by Tudor, Rolex would deliver automatic movements to Breitling, a clever move in an industry usually shy in talking about such ventures. Yet, Tudor listened to the comments and came up with upgrades and evolutions over the life of the Black Bay Chrono. The most important update came in 2021, with the launch of the Black Bay Chrono 79360N with Panda and reversed Panda dials. While on the technical side not much had changed, the watch gained in visual appeal thanks to a contrasting aluminium bezel insert and new dials with color-differentiated sub-counters. Tudor also made it marginally thinner. Minimal changes that made a world of difference. The Tudor Black Bay Chrono Blue. The Black Bay Chrono Blue is not revolutionizing the concept. It is, after all, only a color evolution of the Black Bay Chrono Panda models of 2021, with its strengths and flaws. Yet, as I've said on multiple occasions in the past, a simple change of color and dial texture can drastically change a watch. Even more so in the present case, where we're treated to a different bracelet. As you'd expect from this watch, the Black Bay Chrono Blue retains the case design and specifications of the previous editions with black or white dials. As such, it is still a slightly bulky watch measuring 41 mm in diameter, 14.2 mm in height and just under 50 mm in length. Photographed here on Robin's 18.5 cm wrist, the watch feels nicely proportioned and sits well on him, at least considering we're looking at a modern, sporty chronograph with diving credentials. If you take into account that the watch has a modern automatic chronograph movement and a 200 meters water resistance, the dimensions are actually on par if not below the competition's average. What has changed, then? Well, obviously, the color, as the name of the watch indicates. Blue is the theme here, a color fairly familiar to Tudor. It concerns two main elements of the watch. First, the anodized aluminium bezel, which has a matte blue finish and a silver-toned tachymeter scale. Then, the same dark but not too dark tone of blue was applied to the dial, combined with silvery white sub-counters at 3 and 9 o'clock, rhodium-plated hands and applied hour markers, white tracks and printings, a white date disc and two discrete touches of red on the tip of the central seconds hand and the depth rating. But what changes most compared to most previous editions of the Tudor Black Bay Chrono is the finishing of the dial, which now has a sunray brushed texture. Add this decoration to the domed profile of the dial, and you'll end up with a watch that is much more lively under natural light than all of its steel siblings. Both Panda models and the Pink edition have matte dials. The Black Bay Chrono Blue is more dynamic, more playful, and somehow a bit more refined thanks to this finish. Also, the blue tone chosen by Tudor is fairly pleasant. It's not overly saturated and not too dark. Inside the robust case of the Black Bay Chrono Blue is the caliber MT5813, which is still based on the Breitling B01 architecture. We're talking about an integrated automatic movement with a modern construction and a fine chronograph mechanism, a combination of a column wheel and a vertical clutch. As a Tudor should be, it is chronometer certified by COSC and features a variable inertia balance and a silicon balance spring. It's also generous on power, with 70 hours of energy when fully wound. But my guess is that we won't see this movement for long, as Chrono is working on a replacement, which was teased in the Tudor Prince Chronograph 1, a unique piece featuring the caliber MT59XX prototype, and it can't be just a one-off, knowing the complexity of developing a chronograph movement. But for now, the Black Bay Chrono Blue retains its bridling-based movement, nothing wrong with it. The final specificity of this blue chrono is the bracelet. Contrary to the Panda models, but like the Pink Edition or the recently revised versions of the Black Bay, it is worn on a 5-link Jubilee-style bracelet. No other option available, no additional strap included. This Jubilee bracelet, in my opinion, benefits both the looks and the comfort. It adds a cool retro touch to the watch, and mostly, it is far more flexible and soft than the Oyster bracelet. And it comes with the T-Fit GHF-HFF-HHG micro adjustment folding clasp, all R's sewing for an instant adjustment of the total length of the bracelet along a window of 8 mm on 5 steps. Just like the Black Bay 58 bronze before, this Tudor Black Bay Chrono Blue is only available from the brand's official boutiques. See here. It is not limited in number but might require you to travel a bit to get one. As for the price, it retails for €5,720, CHF 5,300 or $5,675 United States dollars. For more details, please visit TudorWatch.com.